Yo, this is Chris Blair. I'm actually, guys, if you've been following my posts on Facebook, I'm at a live event in Perth, Australia. I flew from Japan, from Osaka to Perth on Thursday. Spent the entire day on Friday. I thought, you know what, this is the one and only time I'm ever going to be in Australia, or not Australia, but Perth. I can't see myself coming back to Perth again. So I took an entire Friday and I did some sightseeing all around. The event started on Saturday, and now we're here on Sunday. We're in the second day of the event, and it got some awesome content coming out here. You know, every time I love going to live events because every time, you know, when you come to live events, you meet with people, you get connections, you learn a lot. And then, so there was one of the speakers were talking about something interesting yesterday. This particular speaker was talking about branding and how you separate yourself from the masses, but he gave an interesting stat, and I want to talk a little bit about this for you guys here today, and just waiting for people to gather on. It's the idea, you know, that there's 300,000 websites or domains registered every single week. Just think about that for a second. 300,000. Now, of course, let's analyze this a little bit and not get completely flipped out about this. What does this mean, right? And the key is, what does this mean? What does it mean to us, okay? So first of all, let me just wait just a second here to let people gather on here. Guys, Perth is beautiful. I really like it here. Guys, have you ever been to Perth, Australia? I can tell you the weather's great. Although I will say this, man, by living in Japan, you know, it's an expensive country living where I live, right, Japan. Every time I travel, the place I go to, with maybe the exception of the United States and Canada, which are equally as expensive as Japan, it's cheaper, okay, or equal. I've never, ever traveled to a place and I get there and I'm like, wow, it's expensive. But I'm telling you, Perth, man, it's crazy. I mean, I had sausage and eggs this morning in a restaurant. It's about 30 to 40, not like a coffee shop style, like family restaurant, and it's like 30% or 40% more than I would pay in Japan. It's astonishing. And I was talking to the guys who work here. It's because of the mining economy. During the mining boom, the prices went up, and even though the mining is not as vibrant as it was before, the prices have never gone down. So it's, man, guys, if you want to travel to Perth, you better have some money in your pocket because it's expensive. I mean, beers here are like $12 for one pint. It's just crazy. I mean, just insane prices. Anyway, let's get back into the main topic at hand. Okay, there's 300,000 websites or domains registered every single week. Now, some of these domains are clearly domain brokers, people who will go out and buy domains to go out and sell, right? And they're not truly building websites on there. Okay, so let's just say we can cut out half that, 150,000 of them, right? So this is a half, but still, there are 150,000 new websites coming up every single week. Okay, that's an insane number. All right, now of those websites, guys, okay. Now, obviously, not all of them are ecom, physical product stores like us, you know, who are selling stuff, right? So, okay, under the 150,000, I'm just pulling some of these numbers out of the hat because we don't have the exact breakdown, so I'm just sort of guesstimating, right? But there's 300,000 websites. Half of them are probably just people buying domains to buy and trade, okay? That's a big business, and if you know how to do it, I know people who are very successful with that business model. Okay, so all right, so they're buying, trading domains. Okay, so half of them are not. Okay, so this is saying that 150,000 are actually real websites that are being put up, right? Okay, of those, okay, how many of them are be websites selling physical stuff, right? Selling actual physical products. Okay, maybe let's just say half of them, 75,000. But okay, so then we're down to 75,000 sites. Okay, but of the 75,000, right? Some of them are maybe selling like oils and stuff. So how many of them are truly competing in our world where we're selling necklaces, gadgets, hats, bags, t-shirts, physical products that, you know, people use or wear, like in that sense, right? So maybe we'll say 20,000 or 30,000, but still, guys, think about that. You are getting every week 20,000 or 30,000 competitors, guys. And this is a guesstimate, but it's something like that. Okay, between Shopify, WooCommerce, WordPress, There's tons of them, guys. That is how much competition is out there in the marketplace. And so, how do you succeed against that? How do you succeed that in a marketplace like that? Well, first of all, there's things you need to do. Number one, you need to truly understand your brand and identity. And that's why, if you guys, anyone's in my coach and training mastermind, I talk about this all the time. Don't just be some fucking site throwing products at the wall and trying to make sales. Don't be a general store just throwing stuff at the wall. Identify your niche and become the niche master and truly know it. And I preach this in my group, and this is why my students are successful. It's one of the main reasons why. Number two, I talk about find an angle into that niche, right? Truly find a unique angle that separates you from the marketplace. Build a brand, build a customer experience, guys. One of the reasons why my website is successful is people buy over and over again from email. Okay, why do they buy over and over from me? Because we create an awesome customer experience, right? Truly have a vision for your business. That is how you separate yourself from the masses. That is the key, all right? Or else you're just gonna be a flash in the pan. Because the number of people who I've seen come in and say, "Oh, I made all this money," and I remember this one guy who posted in January last year. This year. So January this year. Christmas last year, he came into this business in October. He made $200,000 in profit during the Christmas season last year, which is great and good on him, right? He got a couple good products, and that was great for him. But I saw the exact same guy post just last month saying that he's lost money this year. He's had no success whatsoever, and he's struggling to continue his success. This is the same guy who was bragging about his success of $200,000 in profit in January during the Christmas season, January this year, from the last Christmas season. Okay, why is it he's going from making $200K profit to no profit this year? It's because his business is built on quicksand. He built that based on drop shipping. I actually asked the question: is it a general store? And he goes, yes. And he goes, drop shipping. He's drop shipping gadgets, right? So it's not a real sustainable brand. It's just a throw stuff at the wall website. And if you are going to be that kind of person, you're going to have that kind of business, you're not going to have a sustainable business. You're not. So I want you to have a sustainable business, which is what I teach and train in my Ecom Vantage course and mastermind. So you guys definitely, if you want to build a real sustainable business, you've got to get into ecomvantage.com/VIP. I'll put the link to it here, guys. A lot of the stuff that I was just talking about in this live stream that you just saw, I go into great detail in my course of mastermind. And here's the secret sauce, guys, that really makes a difference. And anyone who's in my group can attest to this. I give you ongoing support, real ongoing support. You can post in the group. I'm in there every single day answering questions, plus live Q&As all the time, special videos that I make just for the group. So it's not just a course, that's the secret sauce, and that's why my students are successful. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna answer some questions. I gotta get back to the conference here, but I just wanna make this quick video because I hadn't done it for a while, and I thought it was really interesting, that person who was talking about branding and separating yourself from the marketplace. There's a lot of stuff I teach and talk about in my course of mastermind. And when you lay down the numbers of 300,000 sites, it truly brought home as to why you got to build a sustainable business and not just be out there throwing junk at the wall, which is what I've been preaching since 2015 anyway, but it just really resonated with me. So I wanted to make a video about that. Well, the sun's coming down here. Let me move over here. This is the hotel where we're doing this place. This is like this, I don't know why they have this big open area in the middle of the hotel, but that's it. That's the hotel we're staying in. And the event is. Any questions, guys? Oh, the weather's great here. The weather's absolutely great. All right. Cheers. We'll see you guys in the next video.